Alright fellas, we're at the machine shop right now. I already got my cylinder head back. We're about to go check the block. My man about to.
We got all the machines on here.
Oh, he about to hit it right now. Kind of came at perfect timing too. My man's setting up the block on the machine.
Shout him out, that's the Master Tech Victor.
Yeah, Master Tech Victor right here, about to knock this baby out. It's gonna be better than original. Little setup.
Yeah, Bob, you got all the machines, you got all the lathes, CNC machines, like that.
Got all the machines out here.
You can make any pieces you want. Like how we did your sleeve. So we're putting the sleeve on this one right now.
Oh, they're installing the sleeve on this block right now.
Any custom work sleeve.
Yeah, that's another BMW head right there.
You cut rotors.
You cut rotors too? I got some rotors to be cut. Oh, they cut rotors? That's perfect. I need to cut some rotors.
We got two rotor machines there. Got the CNC machine right here.
Bridgeport.
This is our Master Tech right here. The young stud.
The young man right here, yeah. Modifying some control arms, I see.
Whatever you need.
Everything.
See, what people don't understand is, it can cost you $25, $30 to buy no one. But if you need it now, you need a custom. What's it cost?
This is the shop to come to when you need your stuff done on the spot. 5-star machine shop in the Bronx on Webster.
We weld aluminum, we fix rims.
Everything. Oh, you need extra pistons, they got it.
Old time since we got it.
Alright. Alright, fellas. 2 days later, and we're back here again. Got the block from the machine shop, decked, sleeved. They changed this sleeve right here. You can actually see that they did something over there for sure. So this sleeve was changed, and the rest of them, they just honed it out. So engine block is ready. The cylinder head, I have it at my shop, in my garage, where I'm gonna rebuild it, change the valve stem seals and everything else. But here I got a couple things already in the mail. I got complete timing kit, everything. I got all of the sprockets, all of the timing components, new chains, tensioner, even the camshaft phasers as well, the vanos. I got intake and exhaust here. And I got some fresh pistons too. These are forged pistons. They are just a smidge smaller what the original ones is, because the forged pistons, they expand more with the heat. So also when you measure them, you will see that the top portion with the heat shelf, I could say, this part right here on top will expand more because it sees more heat. So when you measure pistons, you measure them with the skirt. The skirt would be this exact size. That would be the skirt. But this part right here is actually smaller than 83 and change. So we're not gonna get far today. I'm just gonna showing you what I got in terms of parts. I'm still waiting for a head gasket. I'm waiting for rods. I'm waiting for a bunch of other stuff to come in. A bunch of parts are still missing. So there's no point for me to start assembling. I don't even have the main bearings or rod bearings. I got nothing of that so far. It's still coming in the mail. So for now, I'm just gonna deal with the cylinder head, pop all the valves out of it. I'm gonna show it to you in my shop when I'm gonna do it. So it's probably gonna be for you in the next second. Alright, I decided to give you guys a close-up of the block as well. What the fuck is that? That's on top of the piston. That's already honed, so I don't feel that at all. That's just some discoloration or dirt maybe. I gotta wash this block, as you guys can see. It has to be thoroughly washed. I gotta go in this is where the oil temperature sensor was. So you gotta pop all these galleries out. Maybe even maybe even these back here. If I could pop them out, I'm pretty sure that's where the oil goes through. And it would be awesome if I could blast these out and wash the motor through the back of it. Basically, pull water, air, whatever through the channels, let everything fly. Alright, we're back at my garage. So here we got the cylinder head. Injectors were extracted. As you can see, they're no longer there. But the injector seals are still in there. That one's in there, that one's in there, and obviously the surface is crazy corroded. So I just went to Harbor Freight and I bought a bunch of stuff, a bunch of wire brushes. Just try to get in there and clean it out. Got a Dremel, some picks to try to pull out those seals, and I got some nylon brushes to clean out the injector holes, just to make sure there's nothing, no debris in there. Got other wire brushes, and that's pretty much it. And maybe I'll clean it up, and depending how good it's gonna clean up, maybe I'll polish it up too. So hopefully the injector seals will sit better. If it even reaches all the way down there, that's gonna be an issue too. So we're gonna have to figure that out. But the cylinder head has been already decked, as you can guys see it. I got it here so I can pop the valves out, obviously do the valve stem seals, clean up the valves, clean up the runners from that. It's a lot of grime in there. That's due to the CCV system. It's actually right here getting fed through the valve cover. So it would be nice to somehow delete this shit and vent it out to atmosphere so it doesn't do this to your runners basically, and you don't have to walnut blast it every so often. It was pretty bad when I was cleaning it up. It was disgusting. So the valve cover is going in the truck. I'm getting an aluminum one, and meanwhile I'm getting the aluminum cover, I'm gonna see if I can figure something out and if I can't figure out to make sure that that's the only thing that the crankcase sees from the intake system, meaning if I block these off and vent the crankcase pressure out in to a catch can, as long as it doesn't have any more inlet ports that will create a vacuum leak, I should be alright. But that's gonna be for later. We're gonna see what we're gonna do about that. Right now I'm just focused on cleaning up all that corrosion, and you know, I gotta start taking off these valves. I do not have the valve stem seals yet. They're still on the way. A lot of parts are still on the way. So, but at least I'm gonna be able to lap the valves as well. We're gonna do it old school with a valve lapping compound right here. So I'm gonna lap all these valves, make sure they're not leaking. After me, and pretty much the cylinder head is gonna be fully redone, gonna be brand new basically, except for this corrosion. But hopefully I can take care of it right now. Yeah, so I'm about to crack open that box for the die grinder and try it out. I'm gonna try to set the phone up so you can guys see it, and let's see what happens. All right, let's see. I think I should have probably got a bigger die grinder. This thing is not powerful enough. It's gonna go back. But we're gonna see what's up. Let me take the seals out first, as I forgot to do that real quick. This shit's not easy. I need something more with the grip, so I guess I gotta go to the old school ones. Let's see. Damn, I gotta clean up a little bit in here. Yeah, I definitely gotta put my phone down. I'm gonna see if I can modify this tip and bend it a little bit more. Maybe that will help me to like grab it better. I'm literally scraping the corrosion right above the seal. It's just like not letting it come up right now. Alright, let's see if we can send a little bit of that grinder in there. Yeah, it doesn't reach that far. So I gotta improvise. I'm about to put my phone down, guys. I'm gonna get these seals out of there, and I'm gonna be right back. I gotta figure it out. Alright, fellas. So we got good news, bad news. Got the first part of the seal out. Got the second part of the seal out. And if you look at the injector seal itself, it's still got this whole cup that's resting in there. Come on, you focus, you fuck. Anyhow, it's in there. It's hard to see it. I can kind of sort of see it. Let's see if you can catch. Wow. There we go. Oh yeah, we can see it on camera. Beautiful right now. So yeah, I just put some PB Blaster in there. I cleaned the shit out of the corrosion. I use these scraping tools because the corrosion is thick. It's still in there. I gotta scrape it all off after, because I don't think this part of the injector is gonna fit if I don't clean it. So yeah, but first I gotta get these seals out. If I get that seal out without any damage, the injector, I have no doubt it's gonna seal 100%. Same for this one. It's gonna seal no problem, as long as I can get those seals out and clean it up a little bit after. Clean up the spark plug holes, clean up a little bit in this area, and I'll pretty much save the cylinder head. I don't have to go get a cylinder head because I already decked this head. I kind of have to do this. I thought the machine shop popped it out, but I guess they didn't see it, so I'm just gonna finish it off. It's, I guess, better on my end, less money for me to spend, but this is where I'm at right now. This is one of the injectors, not from this motor. This is from a customer's car. This is garbage, but I always have it just to, you know, make sure I'm not forgetting something. That's why I took it out. So, and this one has the seal on it, so I can actually see how much more stuff I gotta take off. And I'm basically to the last piece on number 5. Number 6 doesn't have the stop piece. It basically will go sandwiched like that. It was like that, then it'll go in there. So number 6, I guess the injectors, when they removed them, it was on the injector. So all that's sitting in there is this piece and the cup from the where the hell I put the injector, there you go, and that bottom piece. So I guess the hardest part is getting this bottom piece, because this is what pretty much seals it, and also these Teflon inserts in here as well is what seals it. So once I remove these out, I have to make sure the surface where these go is good. After I verify that, the cylinder head, I will continue on taking the valve stem seals out, cleaning up the cylinder head, change the valve stem seals, make sure all the valves are lapped and not leaking, and basically the cylinder head will be refurbished and there will be no more issues with it. Now, considering this problem, this is not just happen because it's the windshield cowls on the X6 and X5s, 335s, a lot of these E90 BMWs basically always leak water, and they leak in number 5 and 6. And they cook in their steam, and basically this is what happens. You get this stuff like this. So on this X6, I'm definitely gonna make my own like vanity cover, extend it, make sure it's covered. That way there is absolutely no water can go in there. Even if it directly pours on it, it will go deflect the water and nothing will be in here ever again. So this is not gonna happen again on that car. And also I gotta change all the windshield cowls as well, because they all rotted on it as well. They all crumbled apart, but that's for later, after we get the motor in it and after I get it running, make sure everything's good. Then I'm gonna continue on the body work and suspension. But I'm gonna continue on this right now and see if I can get the rest of the pieces out. Alright fellas, after about 20 minutes of fucking around, I had to grind down a screwdriver and bend it. And basically what happened, I started So I also, let me see, actually the first thing I did, I shaved down one of these stools. Which one? This one right here. So okay, let me show you. So I shaved down one of these stools right here. Well, now it's not sharp anymore, it's dull, but I was able to get it between that cup and the wall, the cylinder head, and pry it off just a hair. As you can see, come on, you zoom in, you fuck, huh? There we go. You can see that cup is not moving. So I finally got it loose after prying it. Now let me see if I can get it out. It's gonna be a little tough to record at the same time. But basically I got it to finally move around in there. Now I just gotta pull it out. Oopsie. Something gotta happen here. I think I gotta fuck around with a screwdriver some more. Alright, let me just guys get it out pretty much off the camera because it's hard to record and see at the same time. Actually, it's coming right now. Let's see. Alright, fellas. Success on number 5. Let me get this thing out. So I had to bend it more with the screwdriver, pretty much. Angle that in there. Right, here we go. Pieces out. Now I gotta clean up that surface, and I'm 100% positive it's gonna seal no problem. Number 5. So number 5 is done. I don't have to worry about anything else besides just cleaning it. Now we can move on number 6 and pretty much deal with the same shit again. So I'm gonna guys catch you again when I'm gonna be close to removing the cup, and from there we go. Alright guys, we just did this, and we're just gonna sand it all the way in there to clean that injector. You can't see shit. We'll continue. Okay. Check one more time. It looks almost perfect, just need a little bit more cleaning. But that's pretty much it. There's just a lot of corrosion on the bottom. If I put the camera like that, on the bottom, that's corrosion. I gotta clean that off a little bit more. But number 5, pretty much, oh yeah, there's more corrosion to be cleaned up. But hopefully, luckily we have this injector so I can test fit them. Make sure we're good. And that motherfucker instantly want to get stuck in there. I'm not even lying to you guys. It instantly want to get stuck in there and not come out. Yeah, let's see why you playing games like that, man. Yeah, I think. So you can see it's scraping. So I gotta clean up more. It's scraping up against the walls because of all that corrosion buildup. So I gotta clean up a bit more. So I gotta hit it with something harder than this one. I'm probably gonna put the metal one in, but I'm not gonna go all the way down where the injector seal sits because that's sensitive area there. Alright, so cylinder 5 pretty much cleaned out. almost there. I also removed the seal number 6, started cleaning that out, but I cannot get the wire brush to go all the way down. So here's the contraption I made on a die grinder. Put the bit in, some GB weld on that piece, waiting for it to dry right now. And then I can reach all the way down to the spark plugs and the injector seals and fully clean it out. The surface is pretty good, just a little bit of corrosion there. It's gonna clean up nicely. I'm gonna probably fix, so this drilling part of that, it's hard to show the light, but if you look over there, you can see that it was drilled through. That was me trying to remove the injectors because they were seized that bad. And honestly, no tool on earth was gonna remove those injectors. No way, because it was bimetallic corrosion. It was pretty bad. Actually, in cylinder 6, the outer shell of the injector is still there. I had to remove little chunks of it, so this shell right here is actually corroded from the injector, and it basically fused together with the cylinder head, and that's why they wouldn't come out. This is the part, because the water gets in here and it just constantly cooking and cooking and cooking, and bimetallic corrosion happens, shit fuses together, and you cannot remove these injectors, and you have to go through shit like this. So honestly, I should have taken the injectors to the machine shop, let them fuck around with it in the first place. But you live and learn. Next time, if I ever come across this shit, I'm just gonna not deal with it. Fuck that. But yeah, I'm pretty much almost done cleaning up all the corrosion. Probably another hour of fucking around with this, and I pretty much saved the cylinder head. I don't have to buy another one. I can actually start taking the valves out and change the valve stem seals and continue on the build. So now, as of now, I'm pretty much got all the parts. I'm still waiting on tiny bits like main bearings, head gasket, head bolts, stuff like that is still on the way. So for now, I just gotta do a lot of processing, basically a lot of parts processing, meaning I gotta clean them, get them ready. I gotta go get the lifters, put them in oil, get the air out of them. A lot of stuff has to happen before, this engine can even start getting together, because the way I do it, I like to have everything so I can put the motor together, completely assemble it, and close it, make sure the timing is good, and close it, seal it up good. That way, leave it for the day, and then whenever I have time, I'll probably go and swap it in the X6. But I'll probably get back at you when I'm done cleaning up the rest of this corrosion. Alright, so number 5 cylinder though. But now I got a customer. I got another N55 in the house in a 135 with a DCT. My boy came crankshaft seal plate, so it doesn't, when the belt flies off, it doesn't go through your crankshaft. It's got a charge pipe from the turbo to the intercooler, and he's got the inlet to the turbo as well, because everything else is pretty much changed. It's got a big intercooler on it. It's got all the charge pipes done. I did high pressure pump, low pressure pump, all the gasket seals, eccentric shaft, injectors, everything's done on this car. Even the cooling system, DC, and the DCT cooler upgrade as well. It's sitting in here. Well, you can see the AN lines to it. So this car is pretty much fully done. It's just rocking a stock intake. Stock intake is perfectly fine. You got nice cold air coming through the grills. There's no problem with that system, leaving it alone. So, but yeah, a couple other things though we gotta change is, like I said, that inlet pipe, because the plastic piece down there that it bolts up to the side of the block, it's broken completely. So since we already got everything else redone, that's the last 2 pieces to throw on. And then the crankshaft seal guard is probably gonna be the last thing I'm gonna do on this, and then I'm gonna continue on my cylinder head. Alright guys, here's the process on the 135 with the N55. Install crankshaft guard, crankshaft seal guard, We got the inlet pipe and a charge pipe of the turbo to the intercooler installed. Just gotta basically button up the rest of the intake and it's pretty much ready to go. That's and continuing my cylinder head. Cannot wait. Alright guys, here's the N55, the 135 car. Got back to the injector saga. So here we go. Number 5 cleaned up. Number 6 cleaned up. Injector fits. It's gonna seal. Feels pretty tight. Feels pretty tight with the old Teflon. Goes in this one as well. A little tighter in this one actually. Or maybe because the rack is on the other side, but yeah, goes in there as well. So that's it. Injectors are ready to go. Cylinder head is saved. Now I just gotta clean up the spark plug area with the same tool I made already. I don't know where the hell I put it, but it was a lot of shit to do, guys. It was a simple cleanup job. Even after the machine shop, I was like, maybe I should have taken it back and see if that could have done it. But honestly, I finessed it. So I'm about to clean up the spark plug area with this, and we should be pretty much ready. And then maybe put some tiny one and clean up the rest of this corrosion. But yeah, basically tomorrow, because the day was already pretty late, I'm about to finish cleaning it up, and tomorrow I'm gonna start taking the valves out. So that's it for the day. Next day, came up, just vacuumed it real quick, nothing crazy. Finished cleaning it up. This is number 6 right here. Focus, you bastard. Yep, I got the surface pretty much all cleaned up. So the seal is gonna be ready to go. Number 5. There we go. So yeah, that seal is definitely gonna be okay. Now I'm just a little worried about the actual Teflon part of the seal. So I'm gonna take this on the head again to a machine shop and see if they can maybe put a heel coil in there and bore it out. I'm gonna bring my old injectors and see what they say. Maybe have them tested for leaking. I still gotta figure it out. I'm gonna try to test it for leaking myself first. Go get a used injector I got, stick it in there, and see if I can blow some air through it or whatever. Put some liquids through it, and see if it leaks past it. If it leaks past it, I gotta send it to a machine shop again. Have them fixed where the Teflon is, basically on the bottom, over there. But besides that, this is officially, I'm done working on it. It just needs now I'm not done working on the cylinder head, but I'm done working on cleaning up this corrosion and stuff. There's pretty much nothing else I can do. This is the best it's gonna get. Cleaned up the spark plug holes as well. This is what it was supposed to look like, nice and shiny. But this is what it looked like now, a little corroded. But that's not a big issue, especially if the Teflon seals, there'll be no problem. So I'm just gonna be concerned about that. So this is it for now. Next video is gonna be me taking apart the valve stem seals, changing them out, probably cleaning some of these ports out from the carbon, and thinking about capping these CCV ports so this black stuff doesn't happen again. We will figure that out. Alright, cleaned up a little on the bench. So this is what was stuck all the way at the bottom. These are the pieces that were pretty hard to get out, and you see I had to mangle them. But yeah, basically this is the injector seal. This is the bottom piece of the injector seal, and this wire mesh sits in it, and then it's being closed with this cap like that on top. Boom. This is from number 6. There's also had a mesh in it, but I didn't have this top piece because it came out with the injector. And this I found in the spark plug hole. Actually, when I was cleaning it up, it popped up. So this is from a spark plug, the washer from the spark plug. So here's the cylinder head and its glory already machined, but I'm just worried about situation strip over there. I'm gonna take it and have him put a helicoil in it and call it a day, so it'll be just like a brand new original size. Number 5 felt pretty good. Number 5 felt phenomenal. Just I'm a little bit worried number 6. That's about it. So right now this only head is gonna go to a shop on Monday. I'm gonna see what they're gonna say. I'm gonna bring them a couple injectors too, see if they can test it for me if it's leaking or not. And from there we're gonna go, whether they're gonna put a time certain, whatever the fuck they're gonna do, I don't know. Fix it or not fix it and just send it. I feel like even if I put it on, it'll be just fine with a brand new nylon seal. But I just want to have a couple other opinions on this, and from there, pretty much I just want to make sure everything is good. And I also dropped some money and I bought forged rods for this motor, so the forged rods will also be coming a little later. But yeah, that's about it, guys. This is it for the cylinder. Pretty much just gotta go to machine shop one more time, and I'm gonna show you if they did anything. If not, just know I sent it just like that and I had no problems with it.